Today we're going to be going through Pearl Attack. This is going to be a strat just to start off. You can do this on pistol or any gun round or eco, whatever you prefer. But I would prefer this for a gun round, so we're just going to walk through step by step. So as a start, your comp should be Jet, Sky, Harbor, Fade, Cypher. So at the start of the round, your Cypher needs to buy a trip. He can buy one trip double cage. Your Fade should buy Prowler, and they can go Ghost, Classic, Armor, it doesn't matter. Your Jet, it doesn't matter what they buy. Preferably Ghost and Cloud Smoke if they can. Sky should be buying Flash and Heal, and Harbor needs to buy Cascade. So this is what your initial round, pre-round is going to look like. Your Fade should start off in shop. Your Cypher is going to lurk A main, and then you're going to put 3 to B main. So then at the barrier drop, your Harbor is going to throw the Cascade. Your Sky is going to throw a bird through it. So your Harbor needs to stop the Cascade right here though, and then the Sky needs to flash through it and pop it behind the pillars, so they'll get the info of this guy, anybody holding with the open, okay? So then as the Cascade's going, your Jet's going to follow, your Sky starts to follow but stops here because they're flashing, so you don't want them in the open as they have their bird out. Your Jet's going to play contact on anybody holding the B main. Once your Harbor throws the Cascade, they're then going to rotate in the shop with Fade. So Fade's going to start the round by prowling double door. The Cypher is just going to wait A main, see if they hear anybody grab the orb, and play off that info. So then the next progression is once your Fade dogs double door, if they get no prowler initial, then they're going to take the space, and Harbor is going to be doubling them. So Fade can wait to throw this prowler until Harbor doubles them, and then once Harbor doubles them, he can just follow the dog. So then we're splitting the Fade and Harbor. The Fade should play Tuck here in the corner. Fade should be holding the connector, and then Harbor initially is just going to be playing the single box, holding the link. So this is just setting up, waiting for the play. This is to make sure everything gets in place before we get to the execute. Your Cypher, if nobody taps the orb, he can start to lurk up a little bit more, see if he can hear anybody running away or any info on the A side. So once the Cascade goes through and the Flash goes through, your Jet's going to swing wide left on the pillar. Your Sky's going to also be pushing down with the pillar as well. So then the next step is, once this is all set up, this is where the execute comes in. So Sky will have one more flash because they get one free one. So Sky will send their next bird into halls and pop it in halls for info. Fade is then going to throw their dart up over top of the map and try and land it on the A heaven, the top of A heaven. So that'll reveal anybody playing back sign, back sight, anything that way, and you'll know if somebody's playing the halls because of the Sky flash. Then your Harbor wall, because he is in here, he's gonna block connector off and then throw it so it blocks off heaven and under CT. So this is the Harbor wall right here. That's the Harbor wall. So then this is where the full execute comes in now with all of the shoot till. So then next phase, your Cypher is just continuing. He's walking the whole time. He's shift walking. He's not making any noise, just listening for rotates, getting a late lurk on everything. So once site's clear or we get the trades or whatnot on site, this is the setup we look for. So your Sky's going to plant right here, not tuck on the box. She's going to plant in the open, and because you want to plant in the open because your Cypher is on the late lurk, and you're pushed through into the spots. It's still planted for long if you need to back up. Like let's say the team 3 stacks B and you do get contested on your initial push into the site. If you don't have a full 5 standing or you're lower in numbers, you can always play retake or play deep B main. The only thing with playing deep B main is you need to look at who is still left on the other team. If they have any smoking character, if they have a flash character, if they have a sage for sage wall, a harbor, anything like that. Because then if you guys are doing this on a pistol round, let's say, and you go back B main, They can Sage Wall, they can Harbor Orb, like anything like that. It's going to be harder to deny the defuse. Also, with the smokes, they can always smoke the bomb, so then if you only have pistols, the spam to kill the diffuser is going to be a lot harder. Now, there are two ways. This is the setup I would recommend. So once your Sky plants, while your Sky is planting, I should say, your Jet pushes the back halls, and your Jet's holding the lower CT walkout, okay? Your Fade right here is holding the upper Heaven walkout. Your Harbor, I just drew a line because this is what he should be looking for, but he's not supposed to be looking at this. He should just be like jump spotting this angle right here to get any info on this. And your Cypher is just continuing to lurk up and get the timing on the flank. So now once your Sky is done planning, I would recommend, if you don't see anybody on the jump spots, to let the Fade start jump spotting and try and tuck your Harbor in this corner here. So then your Harbor can play off your Fade that's jump spotting. If your Fade sees anybody, then your Harbor can play tuck, and then Harbor can either play off Fade's contact, or Harbor can get contact and Fade can swing off the Harbor contact. It all depends on you guys. Your Cypher's continuing the lurk. Now Jet doesn't have to hold such an aggressive angle because the Harbor wall is going to drop here. So Sky can play like under the platform here and hold the bottom CT walkout, and Jet can just play tuck and play on the Sky. Now the only problem with this is the Heaven walkout. So if you are going to play this setup, I would recommend the Sky playing tuck, holding the CT walkout, but then your Jet should be like tuck on this wall here, on this wall right here, holding the Heaven walkout. So then your Jet can always just readjust for the CT walkout when the Sky starts to fight. So then I don't have any more steps. So that's the execute and the post plant for this situation. Now I will go back and show you the other post plant I was talking about. So now let's say you get bomb down and this is your positions. Now depending on if you run a different comp with like Sova or Viper or anything like that, you have Molly Sinai time, like anything like that. If you decide to run double controller instead of double initiator, instead of the Fade, you can run like Viper, you can run the Brim, the Sova. I would personally like the Sova. If that's the case, then you should leave your Jet alone in halls and then back out your Sky, whatever initiator you decide to bring, or other controller, and your Harbor. I would back all three of them out the B main and then leave your Jet alone in halls, and let your Cypher work the lurk. So now you say, why leave your Jet by yourself on halls there? They're pretty much playing to die. They're pretty much there to stall time, do whatever they can for the Cypher lurk to pay off. Like, the bomb is already going to be planted for long, so you're going to have three guys. So with the three people going long, I would recommend one playing pillar, one playing headshot, and you either tuck another one in the pocket here, or like play left and right pillar. Like, that's your guys' call. I personally would recommend tuck, pillar, and headshot. That's what I would do. Now your Jet, that is the most important role in this post plant situation if you decide to go this route. Now your Jet should not be wide swinging this corner looking for any duels. Like, they're pretty much should just be like jiggle peeking and like pre-firing like CT or pre-firing Link, just like with jiggles, just shooting the wall, trying to look for a wall bang, anything like that. They should not be full committing to any fight. They are just purely stalling out on time alone, and they're trying to make sure this Cypher lurk can get guaranteed value. Like, with three guys long, if they hear the Jet close, they might think another one's close, and the defenders will have to play slow, use util to clear, everything like that. They'll be worried about it. So that is pretty much just making a guaranteed win with the Cypher lurk coming in. Now, if you decide to play the three long, then I would put the Sky tuck here, put your Fade on the pillar, and put your other initiator or your Harbor, whatever it is, deep on the headshot. Now, why I would do that is the Harbor wall does go pretty far, but you're not really going to need it in a post plant. There's really not much else Harbor can really offer you. You want to put your Sky tuck here, because then they can flash sight as they start to come out and execute and help with your Jet. So like, they can flash for your Jet, they pop a flash in sight, Jet can swing a little bit. You don't want to swing wide. You just want to swing a tight angle, try and get a kill, and then back off, and then continue to just delay time in the holes. Now, with your Sky playing tuck, like, she can play, like, up here in an aggro position to play off the jet to help stall as well, but if she, like, gets low or gets shot, she just wants to start backing up if it's getting lower on time. If there's a lot of time left, she can still kind of continue to fight, but she doesn't want to risk her life in that fight. And that's pretty much it. I mean, if you have Sova, you can bring the Sova back, put your Sova on headshot. He has double shocks. You can go Brim Molly, Viper Molly, anything, but you want to play that player on headshot because it's a lot easier to use your utility without getting shot or caught with your util out while you're trying to get it on the bomb when they're starting the retake. This is just Pearl Attack. We're going to be coming up with a few other videos on other maps and defenses and more attacks. But thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a good day, and we'll catch you back in the next one. Thank you. Bye.